Shout out to Ani Brand, best at lifting shoe. Links in the info box. What do we got over here? A new place?
Yeah, man.
Look at this.
Trying to always get some more plates. They're like kind of like kilo plates or old school like international.
Oh
plates.
Yeah, huh? 20 kgs. That's awesome.
Man.
But they're shaped like the pounds plates, which looks way cooler.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking clean too.
That's awesome.
Real clean.
So nutrition 101. After a heavy ass workout, you really want to get some post-workout fuel in with your aunt at a lunch date and a lot of champagne.
Auntie, these are the shoes Mom was talking about.
Can you put them in the trunk, Nick?
Aiden, how good are Shirley Temples?
Dipped it in a Shirley Temple.
Best drink ever. When I was 12, that was my go-to. You got all the cherries too. Cherry plug. S is for salmon.
It's a little lower than your right shoulder, but they didn't really like think anything of it.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. Yours. 3, 2, 1.
Plot twist, the single life has ended. I told you in the last video the single life begins, referring to heavy training singles. I believed that that was the start of like the heavy lifting leading into this meet in June. But Brett Gibbs, my coach, had a different plan in mind, one I'm actually relieved about because I was concerned about my strength. I did not feel as strong as I was back in like the fall. And it turns out Brett was already on top of that. This past 4-week stretch of a training cycle has been just to get my body back into the swing of things, get my workload back up, and just get me accustomed to handling heavy weight again for normal amounts of volume again. Because I kind of fell off on training this past winter. I got sick, I traveled, training just was not on par. So this was a good 4-week stretch to really just get my body back into the groove, and it worked, because as you can see, 365 is moving beautifully for that tempo bench. Now we're gonna scale it back. The single life has ended. This week we're resetting, we're officially beginning the real training for the meet now that I feel normal underweight again. And we're gonna begin with lighter weights, higher reps. We're also making some changes. Instead of training 5 days a week, I'm now only training 4 days a week. See if the the extra recovery does me any good. The biggest difference is we're taking out one of the deadlift days. I've always believed that less is more for me with the deadlift. I've always responded better to deadlifting less frequently. So I'm gonna put that to the test now and see if that doesn't help me feel better pulling only once a week. Squat is still staying in 3 times a week. Bench is getting kicked up to 4 times a week. We're up in that frequency. And I'm gonna use this extra time off to really hammer away at hypertrophy training, smash shoulders, arms, back out of the park, working that physique. So stay tuned. You guys want to see something pretty neat? Just got this bad boy in the mail. This is the Padlock Gripper. And this is not a sponsored post. They didn't pay me for this. I have no discount code with them. If I hate it, I'll let you guys know, quite honestly. But they hit me up on Instagram and they asked if I wanted to check them out. And I do, because this is meant to wrap around your bench and grip your back to the bench when you're bench pressing, which is essential. You guys see me use that green elastic band every time I bench. That green band is to grip my back, especially when you get all sweaty and your shirt can start sliding up and down that bench and you lose tightness. It has a nice knurled rubber texture to it, which feels promising. It feels grippy. Today is higher rep touch and go benching, so we're doing sets of 8 with 300 pounds, and the pad actually felt amazing. The gripper, 10 out of 10. Did not expect it to be any better than the band, but it made a significant difference. That bench actually felt like a competition fat pad type bench. Honest analysis, if you're a bencher who uses an arch like I do, definitely worth it. It's a little expensive, it's like 39 bucks in their site, I think. If you bench with a completely flat back or you're just brand new to it, I mean, I'd probably just stick with a band, save the money. But if you're big into benching and you use the arch, 100% worth the money. I was blown away. Today, we're doing a bunch of accessory stuff for shoulders, standing overhead press. Haven't done that movement in so long, so I'm keeping it light. Sets at 8 to 10 with 135, and then seated dumbbell pressing. The 80s actually felt like cake. They felt amazing for not doing this in a long time, so pretty awesome. Then did some arms, getting the arms up, and that's a wrap. Do that affectionate thing again. So yeah, try to lap. And then I'll most muscular it. All right, good. That's good, yeah. We're like the natural Jay-Z and Beyonce.
They've been filming that whole time?
Yeah. Jay-Z and Beyonce take steroids. Well, it's the weekend and you know what that means. It means it's steak dinner while watching Power Time yet again with Eon. A lot of steak gets cooked in this house. What in the hell is that giant thing on this stove here? And all this mess behind me? Find out in the very next video. See you guys soon. Thanks again for watching. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. And the music used in this video was once again made by me. And the link for it is in the info box below. Free to use. Bye.